All right, folks, welcome back to Dragon Works once again. Back on the 2010 Kawasaki Brute Force 750. And you remember it came in all locked up. The engine was seized. And we found the problem here. We got a spun bearing. Looks like it's been spun for quite a while. Surprisingly, it wasn't knocking. So that's why the customer originally thought it was just a cam chain or something, because there wasn't really no knock, but it was making a funny noise that he couldn't figure out. So what I did here was he asked if I could get it, find the problem the cheapest, quickest way possible, and then he would make a decision. So, you know, at first I tried not to tear the motor down. I took off the cam covers inside the frame and checked for the chains and all that kind of stuff. And then you remember I pulled the side cover off and I was checking the intermediate chain and the oil pump chain. All that was good, so I had no alternative there but to pull the motor out. And I kind of had a feeling what it was, and sure enough, it just chewed that crank all up. It looks like just some little scratches in the camera, but it is really grooved up. You can see it's almost wore this bearing down to nothing, so it's been spinning in there for quite a while. You can see the little lip on it, and they're really paper thin. Totally ruined the rod. The rod won't even go back together here on the cap. I had to beat that cap off of it. It's spread out so bad, and you could see the colors here on the edge. It was like purple and gold, and she was hot. They were kind of stuck together on the crank like that, and what a mess. But anyway, yeah, I took it down as little as possible so customer could make a decision on it, and he decided to go ahead with the rebuild. So probably go with the hot rods crank and rod combination set, get all new bearings, seals, new chains. I'm definitely going to work on this oil pump, make sure it's right, rebuild it, replace it, whatever we got to do with something really good. Make sure this thing's got the right oil flow, check all the passages. There's got to be a reason why it wasn't flowing oil, because that's what it appears happened, is was lack of a little oil pressure there. Should have been coming out of that hole, and it probably wasn't coming out of there very well, and that's where it all began. Fortunately, he stopped right at that point and brought it to me and didn't keep trying to mess with it, because nothing else is damaged. There's no cylinder damage or piston or rings or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and put new rings in it, rebuild the head, lap the valves, put new seals in it, do all that kind of stuff. Do it right. It's going to be an expensive venture, but, you know, we'll do it right and, you know, give the guy many more years of service. So here's the empty shell here. I gathered up all the parts, put them all together here after I got it torn down, and yeah, hate to see them like this, but yeah, she'll live again. All right, guys, I guess that's gonna be it. So yeah, I gotta get some parts together and gotta finish tearing this thing down now, and yeah, I gotta get to work, so I'm gonna get off here. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hang in with me. One day these videos will get better. Peace out.